Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Sydney. I'm going to be teaching a yodeling lesson to my sisters Natalie and Tabitha. Say hi.
Hi.
Natalie, how old are you?
I'm 14. And I'm 12. But I'm 12.
But I'm tall. And Tabitha, you turned 13 like a month.
Yeah.
Like 2 months. Anyways, so we're going to talk about yodeling today and then we're just going to go. So I think good background is we're all singers from lovely mother. Mom, say. Mom is recording. Hello. Hello, mother.
Hi.
Hi, mommy. Okay, cool. So let's stand right here. Okay, so you guys know how to sing. How long have you been singing?
For like ever.
For like ever?
For a long time. I think, I don't
Okay. You're singing. Okay. Hopefully we can be loud enough. I hope this is loud. Who's that?
know. I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, so you guys have been singing like your whole life. That's good. So, what's the difference between singing and talking?
Singing, you're using vocals? No, you're using the vocals.
What do you think?
Well, like, you're like slurring. Yeah.
It's like holding out a song.
Instead of hello, it's like hello.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're just talking about yodeling. So before we even teach you how to do it, I want you guys to just yodel for me. Just what's a yodel? Tabitha, I want you to go first. Yodel for me.
I can't yodel.
Just make fun of it. What if you were to say, "Oh, this is yodeling"? Do it. Okay. Natalie, you go.
Yodeling.
Okay.
That's a
So,
lot better.
what do you think is the generic when people are like, "Oh, I yodel"? What do you think they would say?
What do you mean?
Like when they go to sing. Natalie kind of demonstrated it.
Usually you're just like
Like,
doing
what's a word they'll say? when they
old
yodel?
lady.
Old lady. Okay, like yodelay, hoo, right? Okay, so name some things that you've seen. When you think of yodeling, what's like a movie you think of, or
I think of the sound of music.
okay, what part?
When they're doing the puppet show.
The yodeling puppet show.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were just basing yodeling off of that, what would you say yodeling is? If that's the only thing you've ever seen.
Like singing, but you're like traveling with your voice a lot.
Okay. Okay. What does yodeling look like? So you know what it sounds like. What does it look? What does a yodeler look like? What do you think when you think of a yodeler?
What do you mean? What does it look
Like, what do they wear? How old are they? What do they wear? Is it a boy or a girl? What do you think when you think a yodeler?
I think of like a Dutch lady wearing those like big weird boots.
Okay.
They're like
Okay.
on the top of a mountain. Like
Okay, Nelly, what do you think?
I think of a guy wearing like they're like those pants that look like grandpa pants. They come to like here, and then they have like the
Suspenders?
yeah, they have like suspenders.
The Lederhosen?
Yeah, it doesn't have
Lederhosen. Okay, so you guys think like European, and you think woman and okay. Interesting. That's cool. Okay.
And she
so,
has like French braids.
Okay, would you call Tarzan a yodeler?
No,
Can you demonstrate Tarzan?
not really.
I'll demonstrate. He goes, That's Tarzan, right? Is that
Yeah.
yodeling?
Yes,
Why do you say yes?
because you crack your voice up and down.
Okay, so that's part of yodeling. What we do is we kind of call it like a characteristic of yodeling, or that's like a logic system. It's like the thing you do that makes it yodeling, right? So if you're not cracking your voice, are you yodeling? If I'm just going, ooh, well, even then, I'm kind of doing it. But if I was just going, am I yodeling?
No, because you're like slurring into it.
Okay, so it's slurring.
You're like holding the note out.
Okay,
You're not like stopping.
okay. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do yodeling for you, and then after I'll break it down to teach you guys. I'm not just going, okay, go, right? Yodel. Okay. So here's yodeling. Not professional. Right. They're over there watching. Okay. Okay. Lodi. So that's yodeling.
Woo!
Could you guys just do it? If I was like, "Hey, go."
I can do it.
Okay, do it. Okay, so what are the pinpoints? So we've noticed it's slurring. You said cracking your voice. What else was I doing with like sounds, songs, pitch, notes?
You were changing them.
Shit, okay, what do you mean?
Like you were changing the notes.
Okay. What was I saying? Was I saying words?
Not really.
What was I saying?
Video though.
Okay,
Something
are
like
those
that.
words? What
Not
are those?
really.
They're not words. What are they? I'm not making up stuff. Okay, you know how we like Michael Bublé? Do you know what scatting is? Mommy, you know what scatting is?
Yeah.
What scat? You know when they're like right? They're making
Yeah.
up words, but it's sounds, right? So that's kind of like a little prototype of yodeling.
So like when the elephant sings.
No. No, that's different. So yodeling, do you notice I did, what are the vowels? You guys know the vowels, right? Okay, so add E at the end. Go A-E-I-O. Oh. Okay. Okay, so go A-E-I-I-O-O.
Good Jen. I can't do it.
Just sing it if you want to sing it. Just go through A-E-I-O. Go A-E-I-O-U.
A-I-O-U.
Wow, that was really good. Okay, Natalie, your turn.
A-I-O-U.
Okay, so what's something that mommy talks about with singing if you want it to be strong? What do you do?
You use your belly.
Okay, belly, what else is it called? Starts with a D.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm. Okay, so you need, what does the diaphragm do? How does it make you do strong voice?
It sucks in
Sucks in what? Air?
air. Yeah.
Okay, so you need air. So, yours is really good. Natalie, yours is a little weak because we weren't using a lot of air. So fix that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through vowels first, just going a little over that. And then the fun part is just like scatting, you're not thinking about what you're saying, right? That's the point of jazz. Even though you don't think jazz is yodeling, it has the same techniques where it's just you go for it. Like you don't read a script to yodel. To sing songs, you have a script, right? You have words to use. So in this case, we're gonna just go off of vowels. Like I don't know what I'm saying. When I was going, I'm just literally going through the vowels. I'm not even thinking of like what I'm saying. So you go you just go back and forth and you just make it up. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So what do you think is like a misconception about yodeling? So a misconception is like, it's like a stereotype. Like we're members of the church, right? People think we're polygamous. That's a misconception because they don't really know. What do you think is like a misconception about yodeling? Like how to do it, what you wear. Kind of like what we were talking about stereotype before.
That only like a certain like race or a certain people from a different area do it, basically.
Okay. Okay, so from certain areas, would you say like more European, more American, more Asian? And what would you say? What would you say is a misconception? Like what people's like, I don't know, I think yodeling's like.
Well, a lot of people think, but I think like a girl with yellow hair from Spain is
So like the Swiss Miss chocolate girl?
yeah.
Doing this, that's what you think?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like wearing lederhosen.
Okay, so, I mean, some of that's true. It's not like that's where it comes from culturally, like historically. It does come more from that. Anyone can do it though, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna show you a video, but my computer's dead. Do you guys know the yodeling Walmart kid?
No.
Okay, let's see. Do you know? So we talked about Tarzan. We talked about Sound of Music, right? Okay, I'm trying to think. What else? When you think about yodeling, what like movie clip? What would you think? The Grinch. Tell me about the Grinch.
There's a yodeler like on top of this cave, and he's just like doing that.
What does he do? Can you? Do it.
I don't really know. I can't really remember, but he just they're usually on like a mountaintop or something weird like
Okay.
that, and they do like a dance and they just like yodel.
It's like tap dancing, like river dancing. Okay. So it looks like most of the stereotypes is that it's European, lederhosen, on a mountaintop, so the Swiss Miss girl fits this pretty much perfectly.
Like grassy plains.
Grassy plains. So like Sound of Music at the beginning, which is in the fields, right?
Yeah.
So you think of a yodeler just going like, hey, hey, hey. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about cracking your voice. Both of you can do it, but we're just gonna practice from. Okay, we go from chest voice to head voice, right? What's chest voice? You would
Chest
explain.
voice is like using your chest.
Okay, practice using your chest. Sing it. Okay, now practice using your head voice. Okay, so Natalie, you do the same. Do chest voice. Okay, now do chest voice until you hit your head voice. So you're gonna crack, because that's what the crack is when you have a chest voice and head voice, it's where it changes, right? That's why it's so embarrassing to crack, but you're actually supposed to crack.
Okay.
Okay, okay, so you got it. I can try too. Right? Okay, top. Then you go from bottom to top. We're gonna see where your crack is. Okay, so you start slower. So you're more used to lower notes then.
Yeah.
Looks like you're used to kind of both. I'm used to more higher notes. That's just fun facts, I guess, for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the A-E-I-O-U. So we're gonna go A, and we're gonna go. Yeah, perfect. So go from chest. So with your breathing, go. Just practice going to head voice. Put more air into it, because you're just kind of like. Okay, when you think of cracking, what do you think? Okay, do you think like puberty?
Yeah.
Think of a boy going, "Hi, mom, what's going on?" Right? So just think of that's how you yodel. So go. Perfect. Okay, now go. A. Now go. I. O. Dang it. E. O. E. Yeah, I did that. A-I-O. It's kind of A-I-O-U actually, all right there. Okay, gotcha. So now just go A-A-A. A-A-I-I. A-A-I-I-O-O. And we're done. Perfect, okay. So in mine, I mean, you can yodel however you want, but the way I did it, and we're just going to show you how I did it. I did A-A-O. Copy that? A-A-O. Okay, the fun part where the yodeling you think, right, is where the oodles and odals come in, right? So do that with, you can do that with vowels. So it's idle, idle, edle, odal, odal. Think of that. So you're going A-idle, odal, edle. Just think of doing that. Think of saying, or go I did a lodo. Go I did a lodo. Yeah, go I did a lodo. Okay, you go I did a lodo. Okay, so we're just gonna teach you kind of how to do what I did. So go A-O, D-did-a-lo-dee. So it's D-did-a-lo-dee. Yeah, so think the more air you put in, the bigger the crack is gonna be, right? So it goes D-did-a-lo-dee, because I'm trying to push it. Yeah, you're thinking too much about it. Just kind of say vowels. Yeah. Okay, but you weren't confident, so it didn't sound as great. It's D-diddle-odle. 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 a long part, and it's where you just keep dee-diddle-o,
Diddle-o,
die-diddle-o,
die-diddle-o,
dee-dee. So it's dee-diddle-o, die-diddle-o, dee. Think of it going like this. This is going down. Okay, got it. So it goes dee-diddle-o, die-diddle-o, doo. Okay, so whenever you're running out of like, because there comes a point where if you don't have enough breath, it just sounds like singing. We're going dee-diddle-o-doo, die-diddle-o-doo-doo. Right, like that's not, you're not cracking. So think crack attack. That's, I don't know, it's called a mnemonic device. It's when you're able to think of how to memorize something. You know how like if you get rhyming or singing to memorize, think crack attack. So anytime you're like, think crack attack, and that will make you do it. And then also just think to breathe a lot. Just want to go dee-diddle-o, die-diddle-o-doo, diddle-i-doo-doo, 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 and you can just keep going and going and going. Okay, so I don't want to make this too long, and we can get like next week, but we can talk more about how we're gonna finish this. I just want you to see. I'm gonna give you 2 examples of singing, and I want you to tell me which one was yodeling, which one wasn't, and tell me what I did good and what I did bad. Okay? Okay. Here's my first example. Okay. That was first example, okay? Here's my second example. High on a hill was a lonely goat away, away. Which one was more yodeling?
First one,
Okay, why?
because you were actually cracking and you weren't taking breath and you weren't stopping. The second one was like you kept stopping and it was like you're more of a singing song because it was less of a crack and more of a slow.
Okay. So give me different kinds of music that are like yodeling. They're probably not yodeling, but what would be something that's like it because it has the same things in it? Okay, I'll give you examples and you tell me if it's kind of like yodeling or really not. Is rap like yodeling?
No.
Why?
Debatable. Well, I guess it is because you have some scatting, like it's kind of like that. Like they say random things, and that's kind of like what that is.
Why do you think it's debatable? Same reason or?
Yeah.
Okay. Is opera like yodeling?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because you're going like.
Okay, so there's a lot of trailing and it's all in one breath and
Yeah, and
it's
a
not
lot of
really.
and I feel like yodeling's usually more high pitched. And I feel like.
Is country music like yodeling?
Yeah. Kind of, because they do crack their voice a lot, but they make it more smooth.
Yeah. So like this is a country song. Blue, it's good on the sky. Is that like yodeling kind of?
Yeah.
Why is it like yodeling?
Trailing,
Okay, trailing,
cracking.
cracking. Okay, gotcha. And then here's a pop song. Tell me if this is at all like. I know you love me. I know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there.
Definitely.
Definitely yodeling. Okay, why is that not like yodeling? Why?
Because you're not slurring. You're taking a lot of breaths in between each phrase.
True. Okay, so what we're gonna do to finalize this is where are we time wise?
20 minutes.
Great. Okay. Okay, fun video to upload. So last thing we're gonna do is you kind of assess what yodeling is and isn't. So now I'm just gonna give it to you. You're gonna make up your own yodel. Okay. So I'm kind of gonna give you a dilemma, right? Okay. When you think of yodeling, what's an embarrassing situation?
When you like crack where you're not supposed to.
Okay, but if you're supposed to yodel, is it less or more embarrassing?
Less.
Okay. So you think when you normally sing when you crack, it's embarrassing, right? Because people are like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. What is an appropriate time to yodel? Where you can just get up and be like, I'm gonna yodel now.
Wait, what was the question?
When is it appropriate to yodel?
High on the mountain.
High on the mountain top. Okay. Okay, when is not an appropriate time to yodel?
During.
At a funeral. What if it's a yodeler's funeral? like to commemorate Ying Hong. Okay, what about sacrament meeting in church?
Definitely.
During the
appropriate.
sacrament, would you yodel? Probably not, right? Okay, probably would yodel. Okay, so now final thing is you guys are gonna yodel for me. You kind of know what to do for yodeling, you know what isn't yodeling. So I'm just gonna give it to you now. Tabitha's gonna go first. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just be confident. Just be confident in yodel.
But the thing is, I'm confident in like slurring or whatever, voice cracking, but I don't know like words to use.
Okay, so just think, even
I
if you
just,
just
like,
go,
use
A,
a-
A, I,
yeah.
I, O, O, E.
I'm just gonna like, get ready.
Yes. Okay, Natalie, give me your best yodel. It can be anything. You don't have to copy or you don't have to do what I did. Just yodel.
It's kind
Like
of hard
that.
because, like, with yodeling, you have to think of words fast, even though they're not really words. They still have to you have to think of vowels fast, and if you can't think of them in time and make it sound cool, that just sounds weird.
Okay. So do you think you guys learned more about yodeling than you knew before? Do you think if you had to yodel compared to before I taught you, do you think you could yodel better? You say yes. You say kind of not. Why not?
I don't know. It's just like you yodel a lot, and I kind of already had lessons. Just hearing you.
You had lessons because I yodel all the time? Okay. I'm a professional yodeler, apparently. Okay. Okay, well that's pretty much it. Team high five. All of our hands. All of our hands. Woo! We're gonna jump at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
So the,
Yeah! Okay.
so the other one